kids, Mr. Flyer here, hope you're well. Now one of my subscribers asked me a little while ago when they caught a glimpse of this particular helmet on one of my previous videos whether I could do a review of the helmet. This is the Shark Raw helmet. It's one of these sort of new wave type helmets that's designed for, I think, primarily naked bikes. I bought it because I thought it might look quite cool when I'm just out on a summer's evening on the street Triple R. So I've had it now for about, I'm getting on for a year. These helmets have been out for about 18 months, 2 years now. And I have to say it was my helmet of choice throughout the summer. Absolutely fantastic. The thing that you notice about it when you wear it is that it's very lightweight. And that's probably because technically it's actually an open face helmet. Although it's got all this paraphernalia on the front, this sort of guard here doesn't actually perform any safety feature. It's literally just a styling exercise. But the good thing about it is, even though it's not going to protect you if you do have an off, the great thing about it is it does stop the wind and the bugs getting into your face. So it kind of gives you the airiness and the good feel of an open face helmet, but you don't get that wind blast, which is great. So a couple of features then of the helmet. As I say, it's an open face helmet. Because of that, it doesn't need lots and lots of ventilation ducts. In fact, they've only fitted the one here on the top, and it's a kind of a manual affair, and you've got this little rubber bung that you take out, and then it just gives you the one vent into the top like that, and then it slides back in if it's raining to stop you getting wet. So quite a neat bit of design, I think, the way that just sits in there. But to be honest, because it's open face, there is absolutely loads of air that comes in through the vents at the front and around the various gaps. So ventilation is not a problem with it. As I mentioned, I find this a very comfortable helmet because of its lightweightness. Of course, the obvious thing with it is it's got goggles rather than a visor. The goggles themselves are Carl Zeiss lenses, so they're optically accurate. It's double glazed, so again you don't need a pin lock because it automatically stops when you're fogging up. I wear glasses quite a lot when I ride, sunglasses or normal glasses, and these fit over the top absolutely fine, no problem at all. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, when you put it on and off, you can slide these onto the top of the helmet, like so. So you can ride like that if you want to. I tend not to use it too much like that, only because it puts a stretch on these parts of the goggles, and I think over time it might make them a bit loose and floppy. You can buy these goggles, new sets. So if you did have a problem with these maybe stretching over time, you could replace them, so that's not too bad. In terms of pricing, it's a mid-price helmet. I think you can get these now, actually they've gone down a bit since I bought them. I think you can get them for about £200 now, which is a pretty good value. And there we are, so that's it. So let's go out for a quick ride on the street Triple, see how she performs actually on the bike.
So here we are, out on the bike with the Shark Raw helmet on. A couple of things you immediately notice about it is, number one, it is very, very light, again because it's not a closed full face helmet. Very, very light on the head, so it's great for moving around and looking around. You seem to have an awful lot more kind of swivel available to you than you do with a full face helmet that obviously fits much closer around the neck. So that's the first thing. And then the other thing is the goggles actually work really, really well. In terms of field of vision, I can see absolutely perfectly. Okay, it's maybe not quite as good as the RA Tour helmet that I've got that I reviewed a few weeks back. But generally speaking, visibility is very, very good. It's also quite quiet, the helmet. I don't know if it's because it's a very smooth finish to the helmet, and there's not lots in the way of vents and so on poking out. But it's actually a very, very quiet helmet. I mean, I've got earplugs in as usual, but it's noticeably quieter than some of my other helmets. So that's a good thing. So I suppose overall, in summary, as I say, in summer I used it all the time because the ventilation is so fantastic and it's so lightweight. It's great in warm weather. I think because it's open face, you inevitably don't feel quite as protected as you would in a full face helmet. So I probably, if I was going on a long tour or was going for what I thought was going to be a bit of a blat, then I would probably wear one of my other helmets, the full face one. But if I'm just going for a local ride, just popping down the shops or something, or just out for a half an hour, sunny summer evenings ride, then this will be the helmet that I'll wear. Overall then, I think out of 5 I'd give it 4. It's great on comfort. It just drops a mark because it's not full face. That's just the style of the helmet, so there's nothing you can do about that. But for my usage, I feel safer in a full face helmet. But I do like this from a styling point of view. If you're not going to be going mad on your bike and you're just out and you're doing a bit of posing, then this is the helmet for you. Comes in various colours, by the way, forgot to mention. Obviously this is the matte black, there's a matte green, there's also gloss colours, and there are a few graphics as well, some sort of interesting Russian kind of military paint schemes going on. Makes you look sort of like a cyborg, which I like. It's great for frightening young kids, that sort of thing. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now. Hope you're still getting out on your bike, even though the weather's getting a bit colder now, and look forward to speaking to you again sometime soon. Until then, this has been the Mr. Flyer. Cheerio.